Hello, 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 everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. Why am I hearing multiple of me? Hold on a second. Am I good? I think I'm good. I think we're all good now. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Soulless World, listening to the live scene. It's been a while since you've seen me on camera, hasn't it? Obviously. It has. Welcome back to the Soulless World, everybody. Hope you guys have a wonderful day so far. Before we go ahead and continue with this stream, if you're watching this in stream or VOD form and you happen to be enjoying this at any point in time, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to check out all the links below for all my social medias. And a huge shout out and thank you to G Portal for sponsoring this live stream, for hosting the Soulless server. So if you want to get your own Minecraft server, check the link in the description below for 10% off your first purchase with G Portal. Anyways, back into the game here. So I started doing a little bit of work off camera here. So I was getting ready to put down some of this moss here. And frankly, we are actually starting to get a little bit low on my moss. Also, Void Wolf, hello, welcome in. How are you doing? Yeah, I went over to the moss farm and it honestly did not have a whole lot of green moss, and that's kind of what we really need at this point in time. So I don't know if I might have to AFK over there or something to get more of this moss, or what I might need to do, but we definitely need more because I have a very good feeling that we're gonna end up going through all the moss that we have here today. Whether it will be, you know, all of it, or if we need to do whatever we need to do, we'll see what happens. But how is everybody doing? Hope you guys had a lovely weekend. I spent my weekend relaxing. All last week, dog sitting. Taking care of dogs can sometimes be hard work. It might not sound like it, but it can be. But I will be back at it again later this week, and just grind it. Oh, I want to see what this guy has really quick. Yeah, nothing of major note that I want off of this trader, so we're gonna take out the llamas, get their hides and the leads off them. Perfect. And right in time for bedtime. So I didn't get too much more done with the forest part. I've mostly just kind of been going through here, adding in some smaller details here and there, like throwing in some more rocks to light up this pathway, and that's pretty much it. Maybe throwing around a couple firefly bushes, because I did forget to leave, or I forgot to put in these firefly bushes specifically on this side over here. So threw some of those in. It's looking very majestic, very magical now, and we are absolutely loving it. What mods are you using? Most of the mods that you see on my screen are client-side stuff, just for personal preference, like the mini map, world map to see everything, you know. Nothing super mod heavy. Nothing in here that is game changing or anything like that. This world is primarily vanilla for the time being. We might add in some mods later on, perhaps. We shall see, though. I personally would like to add in some mods just for, like, you know, gameplay purposes or something like that. I don't think we will while we are still kind of constructing this world. So right now all we're doing is replacing some grass with moss, because we want this to look more like a forest floor than just an open plain grass field like it's currently looking here. So we're just gonna get rid of all this grass. So kind of the game plan that I have for today is obviously expanding on the forest. Whether we go, we probably should go off down this way a little bit. I I'd have to double check how many saplings that I actually have, because I don't know if I have that many, or at least enough to fill in the whole area that we have kind of planned out here. So let's double check. It's going to be close. I feel like it's going to be close, but we might just have enough. I did do a little bit of sapling gathering and all that fun stuff off camera so that we would have enough for, you know, filling up this forest. I'm actually, you know what? I'm just going to take that box with me before I forget. Where is it? I already, here it is. Gonna take that with us, put it down by the moss box. Are you going to continue the Middle Earth series? Yes, I am. The most recent episode number 10, just came out on Saturday. Now, I will be moving to a bi-weekly upload schedule once a specific game update releases for Return to Moria, as I want to get back into that game, start making more content on that, because it'll be super fun to get into that. And the most recent update, or the newest update, that will be coming out here in 8 days. I believe it is next Tuesday that the Durance Folk expansion comes out, so I'll be diving into that. I'm still kind of thinking of how I want to go about doing that series, because I've already done live streams of it, and frankly I liked live streaming it because I didn't really have to do all that much editing, to be fair. But at the same time, like, we've already done one playthrough through live streams, so maybe doing a video and finding out the structure of how I want to go about doing that will be interesting to do. Just a lot of thought going into this series here, because I'm super excited for this update. I want to start pushing a little more content regarding it, put out a couple shorts about it, you know, kind of branch off a little bit from the survival sandbox. Oh, I wouldn't even say survival, like the voxel survival games like Vintage Story, Minecraft. Don't get me wrong, absolutely love these games, but I would like to try to play something else on the channel. So we're going to be diving back into that, although I already did a playthrough. We're going to be doing a completely new one, because there's new locations, an added storyline. It's just going to be probably a little more enticing to play from a newer save compared to going back to one of my old saves that I have of the game. But I have been playing a little bit of it obviously off camera, but just like in my free time as much as I can. Just kind of getting back into the rhythm of it. Kind of finding how I want to go about doing the video series, but we'll see what happens. Ryan, what's going on? Welcome back. How you doing? Actually, you know what? We can do this. Oh, I never even finished replacing all this stone either, did I? No, I did not. Not moss. I mean, every bit of moss is quite important, so I don't want to be wasting that. Literally, as soon as I say that, keep thinking that it's grass for some reason. That's probably why it's throwing me off. Just fill it in with dirt. It's fine. Ooh, excuse me. Started a little bit late today because I had to go get new tires on my car today. And I dropped my car off at 10 in the morning thinking maybe it'll take an hour-ish if I'm like basically first in line. Fun fact, I wasn't. So by the time I got there, the shop was like, yeah, it's going to be about 4 hours before we can get to your car. So I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I didn't necessarily plan for that. So I had to call up my grandparents to come pick me up and take me back to work. And then I was thinking to myself, okay, maybe it'll be done by the time I get out of work. So then my dad takes me to the shop, get there. They're like, yeah, we haven't gotten to your car yet. And at this point, I dropped it off at 10 a.m. It is now 4:15, 4:20 in the evening. Yeah, we haven't gotten to your car yet. Okay, well, that's not ideal because I really need my car because I'm a bit weird when it comes to my car. I don't like leaving my car at like shops or anything like that for an extended period of time. So I'm like, okay, well, how long is it going to be till you get to my car? And I'm trying not to be a jerk about it because like I'm a pretty understanding guy, you know, stuff happens, you know, nothing ever really goes to plan. So I'm like, well, how long will it take? And they're like, well, good news is we've got most of the cars done. So yours should be done within like, should be done very soon. Okay. So then I end up going over to my parents. That's like 5:15, 5:20 they called. I'm thinking to myself, I had to stream at 6. But this ties into why I'm late for streaming. Like I stream at 6 and you guys are just now finishing up my car. It's like, gosh darn it. Cause I really wanted to have more time for streaming tonight because I have a lot to get done yet. You know, excuse me, trying to, you know, get this project finished up to some degree. So it was a little bit agitating having to go back and forth to get my tires replaced. Because, you know, I was one of the first few people there in the morning, but people left their cars overnight. So they're like, yeah, we're going to take care of them first. It's like, eh. But regardless, I don't want to go to a car shop anytime soon. Super frustrating to deal with. Okay, so now that we're down here, I kind of have an idea for what I want to do with this particular area over here. I'm potentially thinking of putting in replacing all the stone with grass. And maybe even expanding the forest onto this peninsula here. Or instead of putting the port right in here, we move the port to over in this section here. And then make a bridge going from here connecting to wherever we are. Probably like around here. Could be kind of nice, maybe. But it's a lot of playing around with what I want to do. Also, Salvain, hello, welcome in. How you doing? Oh, it's dark. It's getting dark. I also have guests. These are unwelcome guests. They want to shoot me in the face with a crossbow. We don't want that. How many of you are down there? That's the real question. It's just 2 of you? Ouch. Easy peasy. Not very hard to deal with. Okay. So I'm thinking we're going to try to fill in this side first. And where would I want to put the bridge? Because that will kind of be an important thing to figure out. Because it would be pretty easy to just do like a 5 wide bridge going across right here. Because like that area is so square. I feel like that could work. So we might just end up doing that. So for now, we're just gonna put a temporary dirt bridge over to this peninsula. Because I'm actually now that I'm like thinking out loud to some degree about my plans, it makes more sense to put a port on the open sea instead of having ships, you know, coming into this cove. It's not really even a cove. Maybe, I don't know. So I'm thinking instead of doing the port down here, we'll just have this trail go up past the mountains this way. You know, eventually maybe we can even have this path stretch all the way through here and up to Rimeweald. That would be kind of fun. Possibly. Potentially. But yeah. Basic bridge going over to there. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. But enough rambling about that. Let's go ahead and do some more texturing, because we love the texture around here. I love making... I like to focus on the fine details. Most of the time. Where things are going to be visually is usually quite important to me. Like, so having all this extra moss to, you know, give a little bit of pattern and different colors to the grass is very nice, to make it more like a floor, like a forest floor type thing. So if we're going to be doing that, I think we should probably design out where this, or lay out this path and where it's going to go. So I think that's pretty simple, pretty standard for how that's going to look. I'll definitely have to come up with some sort of bridge design. So I'm thinking more of like a stone bridge going across here. That just kind of makes sense to me. So that's probably what we'll end up doing with that. I'm probably going to have to end up doing some more resource gathering for that, because I really don't have all that much coarse dirt, mud, that kind of stuff. At least I don't think. Let me double check my resources here. You know, this was just kind of an on-the-fly deal where I just... It's like, hey, this might work out. This might look cool. So, a little bit of dirt. Do have some mud. Some coarse dirt. Excuse me. Wow. Okay, so we do have more mud and more coarse dirt. This might be doable, actually. I think there's a realistic possibility that it is doable. Do we want to do that right? I think we... Part of me is like, just wait to do it. But another part of me is like, just get it done and over with. Just do it now. And that part is currently screaming at me. So we're probably going to just do it super quick. At least try to make it as quick as possible. Actually, I'm trying to think. What did I do? What did I potentially do off camera over here? I feel like I did something over this way that I didn't show. All right. I don't remember if I showed it off, but I did put in some stone. So we're transitioning from a dirt path to a stone path going up to the main entrance here. I'm going to have to swap out these mud brick slabs for like tough, potentially tough and cobblestone. It's probably the pattern that we're going to go with for that, but we shall see. We shall see. Might even be able to reclaim some of this moss too because of the path. So let's grab some of the coarse dirt. Don't need the seeds. Why do I have the seeds? We'll hold on to a stack of that. Just trying to get my inventory sorted here. Figure out what I need. Couple stacks of mud. We already got some coarse dirt. Mossy cobble. And we already have moss too, so I think we'll be fine on that for now. So let's go ahead and kind of build out this path. So let's go ahead and remove some of this. Oh, another block that I will need is spruce. I don't think I have any spruce down here. No. No, I do not. Should have some in one of my shulkers here. Fantastic. Yeah. Spruce. That is a block that I... Jeez, why am I yawning so much? I'm not even tired. Like, I'm so ready to go. Like, I'm excited to get to building. And that may sound strange, because I have admitted to dealing with some burnout issues as of late. But for whatever reason, the burnout just does not seem to affect this world and my motivations and ideas that I have for it. It's very weird. At least it feels weird to me, because... I don't know. I'm only on this world pretty much once a week. Maybe 2 to 3 times a week. If I'm really feeling it. Unless I'm doing resource gathering. But even then, it's like, I don't really count resource gathering. Like, if I'm on here making content, I'm only on here once a week. And that feels good, because I feel like if I was on here on a daily basis, I would run out of so many different ideas, or just run out of ideas so quickly that I would get stuck, hit a creative wall, and just not know what to do. But not being on constantly has really helped allow me to really take my time with my builds and ideas. Excuse me. I'm excused. I know. Hey Z-Man, Rescore, what's going on? Welcome back. How you doing, bud? Right now, we're just kind of defining some paths and whatnot here. It's kind of important stuff. And it's getting dark, of course. Of course. But of course it is. You just made a big warm bowl of chili. Nice. Chili's good. Chili is a very good food. My grandfather made some chili a couple days ago. I don't know what it is. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of like beans in my chili. And that may sound weird to some people, but I'm just not. But the way that my grandfather manages to make his chili, it's like, it doesn't bother me one bit that there's beans in there. Also, I have some resources floating around down here that I should probably grab up. especially the moss, because we are very limited on our moss currently. Coarse dirt, I'm not too worried about, in all honesty. Coarse dirt is a very easy block to make. Alright. We're almost down here to the end. And honestly, we could probably just get rid of these blocks here because we will be putting a bridge will go there. So coming up to it, we'll just, yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Don't overthink it. Oh, I'm out of coarse dirt. No big deal. I should have more sitting in one of my shulker boxes. How was your weekend, Rescore? Did you do anything fun, interesting, just relaxed? Swear I thought I had more. Might be sitting in some of my chests over here. Probably is. I mean, we do have some gravel if we need to make it. Not a whole lot. Oh, here we go. Probably don't need that much, but it's fine. Oh, I guess one thing I should probably say is thank you guys so much for helping me reach 3,000 subscribers. That is a crazy number to me, in all honesty, because I expected that, you know, end of last year, I was so close to 500. January, we hit 500. Thinking, all right, end of the year goal is going to be 1,000 subscribers. And then we hit that in July. Then 2,000 in like late August, early September. And then 3,000 in November, which is absolutely wild. So I just wanted to say thank you guys so much. It means the absolute world to me. Relax, bullied soul a little. It worked. Lots of relaxing at work. I mean, hey, as long as you're doing something. Staying busy. Occupied. Nope. Good thing I got more than a stack, I guess, because all that coarse dirt's going down the drain. Alright, so for that, I'm going to put a spruce plank there. Do that. All right. Beautiful. All right. More spruce. Just kind of make it look half decent. One more block I will have to mix in is the mossy cobble. I think that's always been a block that I've thrown in last. I don't know. I think that sounds about right. Nope, wrong block. So, trying to think of how I wanted to say what I was going to say, but now I can't remember what I was going to say. Overthinking 101. We love it. Gotta absolutely freaking love it. So, I had some potential ideas for the forest here. I was kind of thinking more of like environmental type settings, like what the type of trees should be called, if there should be any specific like plant species or animals, that kind of stuff. And I've thought of a couple interesting ideas, potentially interesting. But now that I'm actually mentioning it, I cannot, for the life of me, remember what I was going to say. Yeah, no, right out the window. Just cannot remember. It'll come back to me at some point, I'm sure. I'm sure it will. Because that's usually how it works. Actually, we'll do that. And then I guess what we should probably do too is have like some sort of transition from this dirt and mud to an actual bridge at some point. I don't think we'll get to the bridge today. I think what I mostly want to focus on is getting the forest itself made. So, yeah, that's going to be our game plan. All right. I think we're good on all that. I'm gonna get rid of all this grass though. We were able to get a little bit more moss back, which is nice, but as I said, not getting super far with the moss. Might end up having to do a little bit of resource gathering today. We'll see where it takes us. I'm just gonna use up what we have once I grab it and declutter my inventory. Oh, there's even some coarse dirt in here. Yeah, all that stone and stuff we can put back into the shulker up that way. Jeez. This weather change, all these constant weather changes that have been happening around me are absolutely killing me. And it's weird because like it's never really affected me all that much. Like, you know, the weather changes when I was younger. It's like, ah, it's fine. Now all of a sudden it's like I'm older and it's just congested. It's not fun. Getting old sucks. Don't do it, kids. This is -2 out of 10. Don't recommend. Alright. So we got that going. Did I grab? I feel like all my bone blocks and such are already down here. That's right. I did use up a good amount. Let me check these chests. I feel like I should have more bone blocks sitting around here somewhere. Did see a few bones in there. Do have bone blocks here. We'll take those. Also really hoping that... No mobs here. Cool. They're all underneath. Perfect. My chair just made a noise, and I did not like that noise. Alright, let's grab... I think the plan here is just use up all the moss except for that one, because I'll probably end up removing a couple layers of the stone over there to get some extra moss. Potentially. I'm trying to, like, just break random blocks without having there be, like, any specific patterns or anything. Just kind of want to, because I want it to look like this is natural, part of the forest type thing. Sure. Another problem is I'm going to have to move those chests. And that's not going to be fun. Because those chests are in fact in the way. Yeah, they are kind of in the way, aren't they? Let's get rid of the chests that don't have anything in them. So we have a bit of stone in there, mostly grass and dirt. Grass and... Actually, you know what we could do? Is move this stuff over to here. I mean, it's still relatively close. For the most part. Also, there's floating trees here. How could you let this happen, Z-Man? You know better. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. It happens though. Alright, I think all the fast leaf decay is something I would really like to have, but wanting to get leaves and all that kind of stuff is understandable, so I haven't installed the mod for that. But it's fine. Everything's fine. I don't think I'm going to need any of that. So let's fly over here. Grab the grass first. We have more of that than anything else. I mean, dirt's probably up there too. Yeah. Nope, not that one. Beautiful. Get rid of that. Start grabbing the dirt. I need to get better with not making chest monsters. Like, I am relatively close to my storage room, so like it's very possible for me to just fly in there and get the resources I want into shulkers and then come back out. But it's just the conveniency of chest monsters that's like, I don't want to. I'm just going to leave them here because I feel like I'm going to end up needing something from one of these. Alright. Bit of stone, we'll take that with us too. Reduce the amount of trips that we need to take. Alright. And last trip. Just gonna take all this stuff with me. Beautiful. Now we have moved. We've just moved the chest monster to somewhere else. I mean, it's not really even a chest monster. It's just a few chests. It's really not that bad. I think it was worse than I had anticipated because of all the chests sitting there. What am I doing? I think that's all of it. I think that's all of the tree. Awesome. Beautiful. Beautiful. Sorry I had to step away. Congratulations on 3K. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Really appreciated. Couldn't have done it without you guys. So give yourselves a round of applause for helping me out. Just remember, couldn't have done it without any of y'all. Alright, so moss time. Lots of moss placing. Just make it look appealing. Right? Right. Also, by the way, just kind of now realizing that I never necessarily finished this cliff. Uh-oh. I might have to do that at some point. Just kind of have this wrap around and go up to the mountain. Yeah, we might have to do that, actually. So... Uh-oh. Whoopsies. Past Z-Man did not help out future Z-Man. That shithead. I wouldn't say it's necessarily too weird to talk about, but so my coworkers, my boss know that I do YouTube. And so today at lunch, my coworker looks at me and he's like, so I'm going to need your opinion on like audio, like basically podcast. He wants to do a podcast and he came to me for like recommendations on like type of equipment to use and the process of, you know, getting all the stuff that I have set up for my channel and whatever. I'm just like, am I seriously getting requests for advice about this stuff now? Because, like, never have I ever thought, oh, people are totally going to ask me for advice on how to start a podcast channel or YouTube or whatever. Because they're obviously two different things, but in the same idea, like, they're not too far off from each other. So I ended up giving him some recommendations and he was very appreciative because he wanted to start doing a podcast because he refs like high school basketball and all this kind of stuff. And he wanted to like start some sort of podcast talking about like officiating or something like that. I think it was something along those lines. I can't remember for certain though. But I will say, it did kind of make me feel warm and fuzzy on the inside, being like being somebody that's that people are coming to you for advice. Do you like Shadow of Mordor? I do. It is a very fun game. I have not played it in a very long time, but that game was one of my favorites. I preferred Shadow of War over Mordor, if I'm being 100% honest. But both were very solid games. I like that game line very much. I want to start a vintage story hermitcraft group. I mean, that would be kind of cool to do. I will say, just kind of like giving some advice, you need to have people that will be committed to it for the long term. Because if you don't, it's going to end up like every other wannabe, you know, Minecraft SMP group. Like, people need to have the dedication and the time and effort invested into something like that. And if you don't find the right people, it can be quite demoralizing because, you know, some days it'll feel like, oh, I'm the only one that's contributing to this. Or, you know, player activity dwindles because, you know, burnout happens, you know, life happens, stuff gets in the way from time to time, don't get me wrong. But speaking from experience when it comes to SMPs, because I have participated in a couple, it's a lot of work to like maintaining the community, making sure everybody's putting in equal parts of effort and whatnot. So I would say if you're going to do something like that, you need to make sure that whoever is playing will be 100% committed to doing so. And that goes for really any SMP, any game that you want to do an SMP with. And I guess that's kind of why that was a weird sound. And now I've lost my train of thought. God damn it. Will you add creakings into the forest? I'm not entirely sure yet. Actually, that might have been one of the ideas that I had for my when I was thinking about like the environment, the you know, species of things that live in the forest. And honestly, creakings fit very well into like that Ent theme, because to a degree, creakings are an Ent. So that's very well a possibility. Haven't thought too much about that because I mean, it's not like Ents are particularly restricted to like Middle Earth or anything like that, but I don't know. To me, that's just kind of like one of those things where it's like, it's kind of infringing a little bit on that, but not really. Okay, so I need to do a thing. How is... Okay. So I'm gonna need my hoe. It's very banged up right now, but I'm gonna need it. So where is my moss blocks? So I'm just gonna kind of start back over this way just because it makes sense. Just start back here. Work our way around. expand the moss. Yeah, back to my Zman's advice when it comes to SMPs, because he's totally knowledgeable on that stuff. Commitment is key. Communication is key too, because there's always, all my experiences, there has been a lack of communication about what people want to do. You know, collaborating is also very important. Like, I know for like me and Roth, for example, the Soulless World, this is considered to a degree an SMP. Like, it's just me and Roth, but it could be classified as an SMP. Like, if you guys all have a vision and a goal with what you're doing, whether it is pertaining to Minecraft Vintage Story, whatever you're doing, as long as you have an end goal and you continue to work towards that end goal, you can pretty much accomplish whatever you want at that point. It's like I'm gonna harp on it because it makes sense to harp on it. Commitment is key. Beautiful. Got a decent amount of moss going on over here, which is really nice. Have you ever played Skyrim? I have never played Skyrim. As somebody who does genuinely enjoy medieval themes to video games, I've never played Skyrim. And I don't know what it is about it that I've just never tried. But I don't know. I personally have just never found a real drive, like a drive to play the game, or a desire. I've never really had the desire to play the game. I just can't tell you why. I just can't. All right, how much moss do we have now? We've got a decent amount. We'll hang on to a stack of moss carpets. I really don't need that much. All right, cool. I should mention too, I've tried it before and I like just barely got it working the last time, but I have thought about trying to do some multi-streaming as of late, just, you know, to work on my brand more. Speaking of that, I'm still waiting on, have I heard, I'm going to check really quick because I've been meaning to check and see if I ever heard back. Yeah, she has not gotten back to me. Lovely. No. But anyways, I was talking to one of my streamer friends who does art, and she was the one that actually made my current profile picture. And I've been meaning to get in touch with her so that she could actually do my full channel branding and all that kind of stuff, because while I've liked the themes that I have had going on, I've just been wanting a more actual dwarven theme, if that makes sense. Like underground, dungeony, you know, that kind of stuff. And I might end up having to reach out to her on Discord. Maybe if she doesn't reply to my email relatively soon. Alright, I think it's time we start growing some trees. What do you guys think? Sounds like a solid plan to me. So where I'm going to start is around the edges of this cliff here first, because I want to make sure we're getting some roots. I want roots to like hang down the cliffs and just kind of sprawl out, if that makes sense. Just make it feel very overgrown. And honestly, I'm not too worried about having this outside part here being too open. It's mostly the interior that I want it to feel dense and whatnot, if that makes sense. This is my first stream. Well, welcome to your first stream on the channel here. This is the Soulless World, which is actually, if you do exclamation Soulless in the chat, actually, does that still work? I think it's because oh no, it does work. It's perfect. Yeah, that's the explanation of what this world is and kind of some of the goals behind it. Alright, I'm only going to focus on this side for now. So I'm going to move this stuff off to the side here. Don't need it. You should make a necromancer's fortress. I have some ideas around that specific kind of theme. To some degree. I'm not going to spoil anything though. Because that's a tool we're going to save for later. A mystery mouse tool or something like that. I don't know. Okay. Shall... Yeah, you know what? This part over here doesn't have to be super dense. Because I do want there to be like some sight lines, I guess. That's something I probably should kind of take into consideration. Like if we're going to be up here on this bridge here, like being able to see stuff up this way will be very nice, I think. Oh yeah. Just kind of brainstorming some ideas. if you're interested in the current lore, I probably should make the link available via command. But we do have a WorldAnvil. And if you don't know what WorldAnvil is, it's a world building tool that essentially it works for like player D&D campaigns, you know, anybody that's trying to like make their own fantasy universes and all that kind of stuff. It's a beautiful, beautiful tool to use. I highly recommend it. Okay. So I think we're actually getting some really good coverage on this path here too. Like, I want there to be like just enough sunlight peeking through the canopy when we're walking along the path here. So I think that's working out really well in our favor. I should probably continue making more trees and whatnot. Just kind of do a little bit of this. I'm not gonna actually probably shouldn't do too much along here because I do have to continue on this, working on this cliff here. Yeah, so probably shouldn't do any further than that. What games did you grow up with? Ooh, I grew up playing a lot. Little fun fact about me: I'm a huge fan of football. Played football for 8 years, so I love football. I played a lot of the Madden games. I played Spyro. A lot of PS2 games. That was like the console that I had. I did have a PS1. But obviously new shiny toy PS2 comes along and it's like, yeah, we're gonna play with that. So Spyro was a very big franchise that I grew up playing. Crash Bandicoot was another one. What else? I mean, if we're talking like that's early childhood. So if we're going to like teenage years is when I started to really play a lot of like Call of Duty, Halo, you know, typical teenage gamer stuff. What else? What else did I play? Obviously, I've been playing Minecraft for as long as I can remember. Like, I remember playing it when it was a browser game. Yeah, when Minecraft was a browser game was like one of the first times I ever played it at my friend's house. And the first time I ever got my hands on it, my friend fell asleep. And I don't even remember what time I went to bed that night. He basically fell asleep and woke up to me playing Minecraft. I've always been hooked on this game. It may sound weird, it may sound crazy, but I do very much enjoy Minecraft. It will always have a special place in my heart. Halo. Oh, Halo. Halo was another game. I might have already said Halo. Halo, Call of Duty. Yeah, that I did say that. Duh. Hey, moss. I play Minecraft for the Xbox 360. I did have Minecraft on the 360. I think the only versions that I never purchased was... I even played on Pocket Edition. That was what, high school? Oh, God. Yeah, I think Pocket Edition came out where it was like freshman or sophomore year of high school for me. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about having that right there. We're gonna take a quick walk. Cause like I don't mind the concept of seeing like the top of the trees like this, but this is just too tall. And you know what? Remove the leaves. Get some more saplings out of it. That would be very nice. I'm trying to think of like some other childhood games. Like not just particular to the PS2 or the Xbox 360. My favorite Halo was Halo Reach. 3 was also really good. I remember doing Halo Reach LAN parties with my friends. Those were always a blast. Yep. Yeah, I think we're just gonna push this back. I don't know how to feel about that either. Damn it. So I feel like I shouldn't have trees too close to the edge of the cliff. I hate how that grew, actually. Hate it, hate it, hate it. Of all fantasy creatures, which do you think is most likely to eat pizza? It's a great question. That is a pretty decent question. I'm not entirely sure what kind of fantasy creature would eat pizza. Maybe something like mischievous. I don't know. That's a very solid question. What kind of fantasy creature do you think would eat pizza? Think a goblin would? Goblin these nuts. I'm such a child. My brain is very immature like that. I mean, a goblin does kind of make sense. I think that's all sitting underneath. All right, we're gonna try this one more time, except one more block back. I think that's much better. want to make sure that I'm actually replacing these blocks, because we could always use, just kind of make it look like the tree's further in the ground instead of just like sitting on the surface type deal. Oh, Roth's on already? Damn. He might just be getting thumbnail. Yeah, he's just getting a thumbnail. But I'm gonna hop it into Discord. Yeah, we're gonna hop into Discord and wait for him to join us whenever that may be. I mean, at this point, since this is like right up against the mountain, I really don't give that much of a damn. All right. I know we're doing some pretty boring stuff right now, and I apologize. But just remember, it needs to be done. Okay. I think we are making some solid progress, though. I would say we are. I know consistent starting time is usually good, but lately I think I'm just gonna go live earlier since nobody. Guys, make sure you also check out Roth. Make him feel good about his streaming. He's an amazing builder. He's working on an elven castle in this world, and it looks absolutely freaking amazing. We'll have to go check it out a little bit later. But his channel link is in the description below. All right, more. I mean, worst case scenario, if we need to get more bone blocks, I know I have a whole bunch more sitting inside. So, like inside the kingdom, in my storage room. I know I have more. Ah, son of a gun. I totally did not mean to do that. Well, I guess since this is all just moss, we'll just do that. Okay, Bob Roth. I'll also have to make sure that we go check him out later after stream. Send y'all over to him. All right, I think a couple light spots like this won't. Don't think too many light spots will hurt, but just having enough so that like, during the daytime nothing spawns is generally good practice. Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I might just end up working on this cliff here off camera. Give me something to do. At least. You know what? We won't go right up to the edge here, but we'll throw in a few more trees back over here. Oh, jeez, what the hell? That's not my bone meal. Beautiful. All right, so I think that's enough for now. I think now what we gotta do is dirty it up. Throw some grass down. Get some boulders, mossy boulders. Get my firefly bushes. Those will be very important as well. Do I need any of this wood right now? No. No, didn't I think I put my mossy stuff back. Back over this way. Honestly, just walking through here is just so fun to me because like I've never worked on something like this scaled up before. I've always done like smaller biome builds, but I've never really done anything that like really pushed me to build bigger. And that's what this world is really all about, is to really push my limits to see what I'm capable of building. So, yeah. I think I'm gonna put some boulders in like so. What made you start YouTube and why did you call your channel Zman? Well, I'll tell you right now, my original channel name was actually Minecraft Zach 398. But as you may have guessed, my real name is Zach. So Zach Z kind of makes sense. Well, I really just started YouTube because I thought it'd just be something fun to do. Like, I never if I'm being 100% honest, I never thought in my lifetime would I ever hit 3,000 subscribers. So I'm thinking to myself, if I'm just going to be making videos, it's going to be on my terms. I'm doing it for me. just to have fun. And that's what YouTube really has just been, is fun. I enjoy it. Something that I can just see myself doing as just for fun. I mean, I guess that's really generic of an answer too, but it's true. Alright, so lantern can go there. We'll do a small boulder right in here. And I think it makes sense because, yeah, I wanted to have some lighting like along here. So I guess we're just gonna continue. This. Oh, shit. Have you made lore for the SMP? Oh yeah, there's world lore. Like I said, this is a fantasy themed forever world, so a lot of the stuff is based around that. But anything that has been recorded for that is the WorldAnvil link in the description below. Okay. I think that's good. Just having a few boulders around. We don't want any of these flowers. No, no, no. Ooh, I need to get my firefly bushes, though. Ouch! I hit my head. I will also need glow lichen. Where are my firefly bushes? Ah, there they are. Don't have too many more. I might have to do a little bit of multiplications of the bushes. I don't know why I said it so weird like that. I just need more firefly bushes at some point. Yeah, we mostly want the glow lichen around here for the really dark spots to hopefully... Actually, that might not be a terrible thing to do really quick. Just go over here and put one of these down for growing more. Ouch. Plus, glow lichen is a very nice touch. Like, it's a nice detail block to help make all this look more overgrown. And like right in this pocket here is perfect for a firefly bush. Behind here, perhaps if I grow some more grass. Just gonna make it taller there. Hope conceal a little more. Oh, geez, my nose really itches. Oh, great. We're already getting mobs spawning. This is why we have the glow lichen. Oh, you know what? That makes so much more sense to just place a single one of these down and then grow them. I'm so dumb. It would be cool if you got a custom mod for the SMP. What do you mean? Like, I guess I'm just not understanding the question. Yeah, I'm pretty much just... growing whatever I can. Like a mod made specifically for the SMP that adds fantasy stuff. I mean, I personally don't think that's really a necessity. Just because I prefer just coming up with our own ideas. And not necessarily like having it be anything specific to this world, because like there's things in our universe that aren't necessarily part of Minecraft, and just kind of, I don't know, I'm trying to think of the best way to explain it. I'm trying to think of the best way how I want to explain this. I guess the best way that I can explain it is that we're trying to kind of keep this as vanilla at feeling as possible. And if we're going to add mods, because it's not just me, obviously. But if we're going to add anything, I would prefer to also talk it out with Roth first before just doing anything. Ooh, pretty flowers. Don't need these flowers. Preferably would be nice if you would stop growing flowers. Just need grass. Basically kind of what I'm getting at, Void, is that I don't want to rely on mods to bring this world to life. I'd prefer to keep things to vanilla Minecraft as much as possible. Yeah, vanilla Minecraft is suffice. I don't even know the word that I'm trying to use here. Regular vanilla Minecraft is adequate enough for bringing our visions to life. Because we don't want to overwhelm ourselves either with having a whole lot of things on our world. Why? Why is that glowing brighter than some of these other places? Huh? Have you played D&D? I have played it once before. Twice. I've played it twice before. Very fun. I just haven't really been able to find a group to really play it with again. Would it be nice to play D&D again? Absolutely. Just not too many people around me that play it. We can knock this torch out. I mostly placed all these torches down for when we had the mob farm, but now that it's no longer here, I just don't really need them. I'm hoping with enough glow lifeline we don't need to have any. Don't need to have too many light sources. You stream Vintage Story Thursday? I will still be streaming Vintage Story on Thursdays. That is the day that I stream Vintage Story. That's how it will be for the foreseeable future. Mondays Minecraft, Thursdays Vintage Story, and then Saturdays video uploads. Ah, there's Rolf. I'm sure he'll be joining us any moment. Remember, guys, make sure that you go subscribe to him, check him out at any point during tonight's stream. Celia trees go away. Don't need those. If you'd like to sub, be sure to like and sub here. Absolutely. Abso-frickin-lutely. You know, I probably should have like some sort of compost or something.
Zman.
Hey, that's me. How's it going, buddy?
Good. Hold on, I gotta adjust my volume because
Am I being too loud?
it's not you, it's me. Somebody messed with.
That's what my ex told me.
You messed with my audio settings because I have a thing that like I can adjust it so it's like I can make game sounds louder or Discord louder because the headset splits those channels. And
Right.
Discord was very loud.
Yeah, no, that was last night.
Yeah.
For context for some people, Roth and I got together with 15 or 16 other people and played Peak, and it was absolute chaos the entire time.
I believe all my volume should be all right now. Anyone in chat can let me know. But yeah. By the way, did you hear about the campsite that got visited by Bigfoot?
Huh?
It got intense.
I hate you so much. I was genuinely confused for a moment there. I'm thinking to myself, Roth and his dad jokes. Oh God, I messed up.
Had to do it to him.
Okay. I'm just doing more work on my forest. Don't mind me. It's coming along nicely, though. I've also came up with a couple new ideas for the area as well.
Nice.
That membership gets you access to Soulless World storage. Yes, that is true. I keep expecting to see a green elf boy with a sword. You can see a blue elf boy.
Why am I green?
That's because you're sick.
Oh.
Help! I'm dying! I really should do something about all these flowers and turning them into bone meal and stuff. But I can't be bothered. Who tried shooting me?
Or save them for die.
That's a good point too, actually. Because that's like Ray. It's also like Ray. Yeah, I'll be honest. I haven't really been doing a lot of saving for dyes. Might have to make a shulker box just for dyes.
Yeah. So far, I've not been using like very many dyes. Mostly just grayscale stuff.
Right.
Some light blue, but yeah.
Actually, that might not be the worst idea. Because we could put that in the inner chest. Just gotta go to the storage room. Yeah, more bone blocks. Actually, I'm going to take those with me. Where did I put my shulker shells? Might be on the other side. Aha. Oh, no, I had to go over here. It's the Mines of Moria. No, my build is not the Mines of Moria. It is my own.
Legally distinct Mines of Moria.
What Ross said. Makes perfect sense. Shulker. You know what? Light yellow makes the most sense. Or light yellow. Yellow shulker makes sense for dyes. Oh, so the Mines of Doria. Yes, exactly. Gotta get it right.
Mines of Lesia.
I hate you. I hate you so much. Oh, what the hell? Roth, ladies and gentlemen. Can't do anything with... Nope, can't do anything with those. We could toss those. Why is there azalea in there? There shouldn't be. I still need to do a flower farm over by the... or in the flower forest near my base, too. Keep forgetting to do that.
Yeah, that'd be good.
That'd be great for dyes. Oh, no! I messed up.
Uh-oh.
I accidentally grew moss too close to my wall, and it just went up in moss. You know what? Well, take a break from this once I'm done with the grass. And we're going to go visit Roth. Because I'm a good friend and I check up on my friends. If you're watching this stream, say W in chat. We appreciate anybody who lurks too. Nothing wrong with that one bit. Moscar. See. Nope. Okay. I think that is good for now. That's a creeper. See, this is why you light up your forests. Because then you don't get mobs spawning directly on your path. Damn. I was kind of hoping I was going to hit that skeleton from a distance.
If you are on your way over here, would you mind bringing some diorite?
How much you need?
Yes.
Word. Understood.
Just like a shulker would be fine. It's not too much trouble. And don't let me forget to give you your shulker back.
Oh, that's right. You do still have my shulker. In the lore, what do villagers count as? They don't really count as anything. Because we're not really trying to utilize Minecraft mobs for our world lore. Alright, let's head back to the storage room. We're going to pick up some diorite for Roth. And then we're going to go see what he's working on.
You'll never guess.
Castle, 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 part 34.
Yep. He guessed.
Oh my god. Holy crap. The freaking copper golems scared the crap out of me. Completely forgot that I had them in here. You know what? I'm going to put you all to work. Go put that stuff away from me. Thank you. That's this side. Alright, we got a couple stacks of deep sleep to put away. Got some mossy cobble. Yeah, we'll just throw it with that, because it's cobble. Golden goblins. In many a manhwa, these goblins are interdimensional traders. Alright. That is all good. Let us... Property of Zman. Gotta make sure the people know. It's my stuff. It's my shulkers. Actually, you know what? We're gonna walk through the forest. Just because I really enjoy walking through the forest. Just walking down the path, kind of immerse ourselves in here. Definitely need to put some more hanging moss down on some of these trees. Need to throw some basalt in them. Make them look like the other trees surrounding them. Yeah. You know, I kind of completely forgot that I was using moss carpets on some of these trees. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, I was. Excuse me. Hi, piglins. Bye, piglins. Of course you had to fall. I was gonna punch you off. Where are you? Oh, you're down there. Meow. Trade you.
Yippee.
There you go, pal. Have you been doing much interior stuff? Nope, never mind.
I want to, but I want to finish what I already know to be.
That's fair. Do you like dogs?
No. I'm just kidding. Yeah. Most dogs.
That was a chat question.
Oh.
Yes, I do like dogs. I specifically like my two favorite breeds are German Shepherds and Huskies. Anyways, you were saying, Roth?
I don't remember.
Look at all that sand.
But yeah. Yeah. Oh, I think I was saying I have some more stuff planned out for the terraforming out front, but I haven't gotten to that yet.
Oh.
Here.
Gotcha. You know, this is Roth in his builds. His builds are crazy. Absolutely cracked. We'll fly to the front. Give you a real good look. Look at this guy go. I like golden retrievers. Golden retrievers are nice too. Yeah, one of these days we'll make a proper castle that looks like this. Not exactly like this, but like a castle, proper castle. Not too much going on in this hall here, but it's stuff. Little outdoor terrace here. Great usage of firefly bushes. Oh, that just goes into there. Pathway. Nothing to there, though. Give Roth a vintage story account in creative and he'll melt your brain. Oh, I'm sure he would go absolutely nuts. Yeah, I thought that was a cathedral. No, this is a elven kingdom, like the elven castle of Rimeweald. That this is Roth's baby. This is what he's been building.
Yeah.
He's a crazy builder. Then the main throne room. Looking
Crazy.
swick. The main throne room.
No, I said definitely crazy.
Oh. Then back here to a little like courtyard, which eventually will be built up more and whatnot, but he's mostly trying to focus on his terraforming right now.
Yeah, terraforming and kind of capping off this the white section. I don't know what you'd call it. It's not really a tower, but like the white, I don't know. It's not really the keep because like kind of the whole thing is kind of the keep, but
right. I don't know. I don't know what you would call it if I'm being 100% honest.
I need to just like come up with a in-game or a in-lore name for it, and then I can just call it that.
That's true. You could always just do that. And then barracks in here. Oh, I love what you did with the shelves in here. That's so much better. Friend-headed dog that was half Australian Shepherd and half Labrador Retriever. That sounds like a pretty dog.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, that was one of the things when I went through with the shelves. I basically went through and was like, where would shelves look good? And then, yeah.
Yeah, that works.
All the doorways,
well.
I did shelves.
Oh,
just
yeah.
to like curve it out a little bit more, and then on these, I was like, a shelf would look cool.
It's great. You're Roth is master builder here. All right, back. Let us head back. How long did that take to build?
A lot of time. I calculated it the other day, like a few weeks ago. I think I'm probably at like 90 some hours on the castle. Or
That sounds about right.
Yeah, probably 90-ish. 90 to 100 range, probably. It's just super rough estimate.
Yeah, I mean, between the time of doing all the resource gathering, too.
Yeah.
It.
Which... Because I think a few weeks ago, or like a month ago or something, when I calculated it, I just added up all the stream times of since I came out here.
Yeah.
And it was like 80 some hours, I think. But then I started doing resource gathering off stream, and then like build planning off stream, so that is not including that. Like that's so it's probably closer to 100
I would say
or
probably closer
maybe
to
110 hours.
Yeah.
Like including.
And keep in mind, it's just me and Roth. So like everything that you see, it's either built by him or me or both of us. And this is all him. So the Elven Kingdom is his baby. We don't talk about them, Dar. We'll get back to them, Dar, eventually. It's just we're more invested in our own stuff right now. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, as long as we eventually go back, we'll be okay.
Are you planning on adding any more members? Not at this time. I don't know, honestly, if we ever will add any more members, because the problem with adding more people in is making sure that they're also on board with the vision that we have, you know, on board with all the lore and a whole bunch of different stuff.
Yeah,
So.
any new members would have to be people that we already know, basically.
Yeah. Okay, what was I gonna do? Actually, I think what we'll do is we're gonna take a short intermission. Yeah, intermission sounds like a good idea right now. So, go ahead, grab your snacks, stretch your legs, do whatever you need to do. We'll be back in just a few. All right, everybody. I have returned. Let's get back into it. What is another count is? We haven't really talked about another. If we're really going to incorporate it into any world lore or anything like that.
I mean, it's the dimension that they travel through with the.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That is true.
It probably, I don't know, we might end up going a little crazy and like making the nether, not the whole nether, obviously, because that was literally impossible, but like the paths connecting, like any portals that we end up having being like, hey, yeah, this portal is like an actual, like, exists in the lore of the world. Like any of those portals that we end up connecting up, we can make like custom biomes connecting and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Also, just want to point out, I decided to check in on how the Packers were doing. And as soon as I joined into the game to just check on the score, we caused a fumble and recovered it at the same time. So
Nice.
if we win against the Eagles tonight, I will be a happy camper. Because, like, screw the Eagles. Nobody likes them.
They're not my least favorite team, but yeah.
Oh my god. I even have the game up beside my chat right now so I can watch. Oh god, it's so bad. We fumbled and almost did not recover it. Do you have a childhood favorite YouTuber? I would say
Back in my day when I was a child, we didn't have YouTube. And that's honestly kind of true, though.
Yeah.
Like, actual childhood, like, before teenage years, I didn't.
I would probably have to say Captain Sparkles was, like, one of the first YouTubers that I ever watched. Oh, just short of the first down. I have no idea if we're in field goal range or not. See, I've always thought it would be kind of fun to do like
field goal range if you try hard enough.
Well, if you're either the Cowboys or the Jaguars, yes.
Or the
you know the new
Bengals.
field goal record is 68 yards.
Yeah. Wasn't the one the Bengals kicked, wasn't that going to be like 69 yards? But then there was the
I thought it was
timeout.
67.
Maybe. I don't know. It was something like that. It was...
Yeah, we screwed you guys.
Yeah, and it was angry.
Yeah. No, I've always thought it'd be interesting to potentially try to do sports commentary. I just never had the time to do it. Mine was Stampy. Okay. I never watched Stampy. I don't know why. I just never did. Make sure I can see chat. Yeah, it's officially end of the first, no score right now, so. Am I nervous? No.
Who are you guys playing again?
The Eagles.
Right. I have good memory.
5 minutes previously. Oh, we're going for it. On our own. It's on our own 44-yard line. Oh, God. I will say we've been doing pretty decently at 4th down conversions this year. Oh, we got it. Wait, what? No! False start. Oh, that's bad. That was just bad. So now we're punting it.
We punt.
We punt. And we're the Cleveland Browns. God, that's so fun. Oh, no, we're not. We're still going for it. Oh, no, never mind.
Today, the Thanksgiving Day games. So maybe I can bribe my father and be like, hey, we have a nice big screen TV you can watch football on. Although the Bengals don't kickoff is until like 8:20, so that's probably be gone by then. But I don't know. He kind of also just likes to watch football in general.
Yeah. I mean, I do too. There's been a couple games this year where I was like, let's see how they're doing.
Yeah, for me, it's probably if I had more time, maybe. But it's mostly like, okay, I watch the Bengals games, and then if I hear about another game that was crazy or whatever, then I'll like watch the highlights for it or whatever. But is it the Raiders Broncos game?
Oh, that's Thursday night, I think. That one's going to be absolutely terrible.
Well, that one was last Thursday, wasn't it? And it was.
Oh, no. Yeah, that was
terrible.
last Thursday. My bad. That.
And I'm just like seeing that, and I'm just like, how did we lose like 27-3 to the Broncos?
Because
it was before
the NFL is scripted.
Like, I don't know. Sometimes it does seem like it is, but like this season, I feel like feels like the least scripted season.
That's exactly why it is like, scripted.
Because it's like, what the heck is going on? Like, like you have all these teams that are just like, hey, they're not doing too bad, and then they lose to a team that's doing really bad, and then it's like the teams that are doing really bad, like, okay, they have a win or two, and it's against teams that they had no business beating. And it's just
Cough, cough. The Browns and Panthers against Green Bay.
oh, insane.
It's absolutely wild to me, though. Oh. All right. We punt. Yeah, 4th and 7. They're definitely going to punt. See, this is why I should not have... I should have paid attention more to the football schedule this week. Because a part of me is like, I want to watch. But at the same time, here I am, building.
Yeah, Green Bay has Thanksgiving
Against Detroit.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Drowned.
Yeah, Detroit's in your
Division, yeah.
yeah.
Yes, they are.
Have you played them yet this year?
Yeah, week 1, we crushed them.
Okay.
We smack around the Lions week 1. We smack around the Commanders week 2. Week 3, we lose to the Browns. Week 4, we beat the Cardinals. Week 5 was our bye. Week 6 was... God, can't remember already. Also, what type of elf are you, Roth? A Christmas elf or a Lord of the Rings elf? Says somebody in my chat.
Oh.
Huh?
Well, it's not the Christmas elf. I'm not Santa's little helper. That's for sure. Maybe I can go find his slave labor somewhere else.
Full schedule. Yeah, smack the Lions around, smack the Commanders around, lose to the Browns, tie with the Cowboys, beat the Bengals, Cardinals, Steelers, and then lose to the Panthers. Make it make sense. I can't tell if we're a good team, and I can't tell if we're a bad team. Truly.
I'm like kind of in the same boat as a Bengals fan, but it's more like definitely like leaning towards a bad team.
I was about to be like, I hate to break it to you, bud, but
yeah, but like
you're competitive is the difference. Is why you might think like, oh, we're okay.
our offenses, our quarterback and receivers are good.
You have a solid running back too. You just don't use them.
Oh yeah, that's true. Deep hidden work as well. Like basically the whole offense finished war against the Bears, and then the defense did nothing. Even our special teams was doing good. It's like opening up the game with a 98-yard punt or kickoff return. And I'm like, okay. But like that's scored 100 points in 2 games and didn't win either. Like that should not be happening. If
No,
we
probably
are
not.
scoring that much, and like we have multiple touchdowns across our receivers and running back and everything, and we're still losing. Joe Flacco has an insane game, and it's just...
Joe
Very
Flacco
curious
ain't
how-
dead yet.
Yeah, I'm very curious how things are gonna go once Burrow comes back. Like, I don't know if
I think at this point in the season, it's smarter. Oh, it's smarter for you guys to just get Burrow healthy.
Yeah, it's probably good.
Like, at least you're
Like, I
beating the
feel-
Browns.
I super feel bad for the guy because, like, you know, they made it to the Super Bowl a few years back, and like, he's had some good stuff, and then he just like has gotten hurt like 3 or 4 times, like badly, and it's just yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I don't know. Flacco's been keeping the offense together.
Yeah, our offense is just. I'll say it. Our entire team is just wildly inconsistent. Like, I don't know how to explain how we are that we are. Much more moss. I really don't have much more moss. That's unfortunate. Alright, guess we're doing some more moss harvesting. Oh, great.
You know, someone has a moss farm.
I specifically need a green moss, and it's not producing a whole lot of green moss. I cleaned it out already.
Okay, gotcha. I was gonna say I can probably
Earlier today.
switch it so that way they're both green.
Yeah. 3rd and 8. I don't. Are we going 4th and 2? Are we going for it? Let's just not cha-cha, please. It's a long 2. Gosh. Oh. Oh, come on. It's literally just back and forth punting right now, and it's irritating.
We punt.
Like, that's literally that all goes through my head anytime any team ever punts that I'm watching.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's funny, but when it's my team, it's infuriating.
We punt. We punt too.
Punts. How much moss do we got? We got a few more stacks. I'm probably gonna need more than this, though. My childhood Minecraft world recently corrupted. Oh, that's horrible. I'm sorry to hear that, Void. You're not using moss for any of your builds right now, right?
No, I'm not. Like, I've been using some pale moss stuff, but like, not.
I feel like there's enough pale moss stuff in there, though.
Yeah, I feel like there definitely is. So I'm gonna.
I mean, you don't have to switch it right now, but I'm just saying, like.
I'm gonna do it right now. Okay.
No, don't do it right now.
I'm jumping off. I'm gonna go do it.
I'm gonna jump. Alright, I think after this harvest, we should be good on moss for a bit. Hopefully. Do you like The Simpsons? I personally never really got into The Simpsons show. I don't know what it is. Also, SoulSwan, stop blowing up my phone with TikToks. You should be in my chat watching my stream right now. Or your chat, Roth.
You too, huh?
You We're probably getting this
green light up, probably.
Yeah.
4. What a guy.
I think I have 4 as well. Oh, come on. There was a dude right in front of Hertz and could have picked that off.
Dr. Voidwolf, hello. Okay, it has been switched over.
Yippee! Yeah, this hose just about broken, so I gotta be done with moss harvesting for the night until I get it repaired. No, I'm gonna sleep first. You didn't listen, guys. Oh, that was a good wake up.
Average Nintendo nerd. Not really a Nintendo nerd, like, other than Pokemon. I guess Mario Kart, but...
Even then, like... I was never big on Nintendo games.
Yeah, I mean, I had a Wii, but... it was mostly... yeah. Wii Sports and stuff like that.
Right.
I was allowed to have video games for the longest time.
We punt. This is absolute cinema.
I mean, at least it's like the Eagles are not a bad team by any means. So like, at least it's not like this against a bad team like the Panthers.
Too soon. $7:25 left in the second, still 0-0. That's
Dang. Going to overtime, 0-0.
Listen, I saw last night that the Steelers were winning 3-2 at one point, and you have no idea how badly I wanted that game to end 3-2.
Didn't they still lose though? Didn't they like?
Oh
They
yeah,
pulled ahead, right? And then whoever they're facing scored
the
like
Chargers.
19 points. It
The
was, like,
Chargers,
19
who
points
lost
in the-
both of their star offensive tackles, and basically their offensive line in general is just gone, and they still lost. And yes, Void Wolf, you should be watching both of our streams.
Cause yeah, wasn't it like 19 points in the fourth quarter to like come back and win or whatever?
I honestly don't know. I didn't
Or was
watch
that
the
a different game?
highlights
I
yet.
don't remember, but
I didn't fully watch the highlights, so I have no idea how that game ended up being the way that it was. I just saw it was 3-2 in the first quarter, and I've never been more excited to see a score like that in my life.
you have a very real doctor's degree.
A doctor's degree?
For sure, let's just call it doctorate.
That's 7 from Soulspawn. He just keeps sending them. Oh, the shovel's also taking a bit of damage.
What are you a doctor of?
Great question. I swear. Neither offense can do anything right now. It is kind of crazy. We punt. Like, I just don't understand this. I have to turn this off.
Do something.
It's an absolute clusterfrick of nonsense. Maybe if I stop watching, they'll do something. I think it was, I kid you not, it was one year where I was like, I was probably working a lot anyways, but I was just like, I'm just gonna not watch a single Packers game and just see how they do. I think that was one year we got first rounded in the playoffs by the 49ers, and I watched that game. So I was just like, maybe I should just stop watching.
Yeah, I feel like I've definitely had a few times like that where it's like, huh, wonder how the Bengals are doing. Okay, well, turning that off.
Like, that's how I feel about this game. Like, both I will say both defenses are solid. So, like, it's going to be a defensive battle regardless.
Couldn't be the Bengals.
But the important part, too, is that I just need to win in fantasy against my cousin.
Maybe next season I'll join a fantasy league. Z-Man, can I join your fantasy league next season? I don't have any other friends that care about football.
Honestly, if there's an opening, I'll let my cousin know.
I also don't know what I'm doing with fantasy, but that's alright. Just
You build a team.
yeah, you pick players, and then the ones with the highest numbers you probably just fit in, and that's your best chance at winning.
Well, once they play, you can't switch players out.
Right.
So,
But like usually they're like projected to get a certain amount, and so you're like,
Yeah.
okay, I'll
yeah, pretty much.
usually you want to pitch your best guys in.
Yep, that sounds about right. Alright, I think...
And then if your guys are on, if you have someone that's on a bye, then you're just like, well, hope you got a backup of that player, or that position, because otherwise.
Yeah. I think I won by Mageddon this year, but I can't remember. I should probably pull that up.
Doctor and random stuff that will change for your convenience. Interesting. I was gonna say
What?
maybe I'll just start a fantasy league and invite you to it, but I genuinely don't know who else I would invite.
You know, I would think it would be so funny to do a league with people that have absolutely zero clue what they're doing.
Right?
Like my boss, she's in a fantasy league with like, I don't know, some like friends or whatever. And like 95% of the people, she said 95% of the people in her league don't know what they're doing. And to me, that is just hilarious.
He's like, not only do I not have very many friends, not very many friends that are American, and not very many American friends that are into football. Like, I don't know. I guess maybe I could see, but
I mean, if they're American, there's like maybe a 25% chance that they like football.
right.
I would say a solid 25%.
But like, genuinely, right now I cannot think of anyone other than you. We can get Soul Spawn. Hey, Soul Spawn, you want to play fantasy football with us?
You'd be like, what is that? And we just tell him, you'll see.
You'll figure it out.
Plot twist, you and I just rig the system for every year. It's just us two in the championship. Okay, I think we're good on the moss for now. So let's grow some trees.
But I used to play fantasy football. Like, I've played it before for a few years. But I was working every Sunday, and so, like, half the time I would, like, forget to, like, check to make sure players weren't on a bye week or injured or anything.
Right.
So I was like, yeah. Plus, I'm not really friends with those people anymore, so.
Retro. Alright, tree time. How many trees are we going to plant? Great question. I don't even know. We're just gonna plant them. See, I've turned off the game, but now I'm like, I want to watch this dumpster fire. Alright, I think that's a good start. Alright, I should probably also... Alright, I think I got a pretty defined path now. So, let's do this. Okay, I think that's good. Football is an American football or football? We're talking about American football. Not football. Football.
Football.
You know, when the coaches get so angry that they start to shove their football up where the sun don't shine because they're so angry with you. Yeah, that kind of football.
Can't say I've ever had that happen to me, but I also have not played football on an actual team, so.
Thanksgiving Day, football does not count, Roth. Or I should say Thanksgiving Day backyard football. Oh gosh, this is getting close. I don't know if I'll have enough saplings to finish this tonight. I mean, I guess this is kind of a large area, so yeah, makes sense that I probably don't have enough saplings. Might even be able to just try our best. That's all we could do, right, Roth? Is just trying our best.
Yeah.
Save those. Let's see here. I need bone blocks. Right. Excuse me. At least this area is actually starting to really look like a dense forest, which I really like. You know, so have you ever built something and thought to yourself, like when you're maybe even when you're first starting out, it's like, this probably won't even look nearly as good as I'm hoping. And then after a few sessions of just building something, it's like, wow, I kind of outdid myself a bit.
You're kind of like, I don't know about this. And then it's like, yeah, it just kind of all comes together and you're like, you know?
You know what? Can't complain too much. That's pretty much been this forest for me. is I think this genuinely might be a whatchamacallit, a scoreless first half.
Sure seems like it.
I don't like how that generated. Oh, my hoe is pretty much broken, isn't it? You know what? I have diamonds and levels. I can just do the thing. Oh, diamonds. I walked into my storage room, like, wait a minute, what was I coming in here for?
Who are you guys playing again? I know. Just kidding this time. Speaking of Thursdays, world building and lore, Critical Role.
Oh, yeah?
Had to get a Critical Role conversation in here.
Makes sense.
So they're doing the campaign. I know I've said 13 players. And it's what's called like a West Marches style campaign or whatever. So like kind of in Lord of the Rings where the Fellowship breaks up and like they're all on a mission. Like their missions kind of all change, but like they're all kind of like, yeah, they're broken up into smaller groups and like, yeah, stuff happening, whatnot. That's kind of the premise of this, splitting up into 3 different tables.
Oh,
which
okay.
may like change in the future. Like if groups come back together and meet back up and stuff, then like members could swap around or whatever, just depending on what is going on.
Okay.
But we had the first section of the soldiers table because they named their tables soldiers, schemers, and seekers.
Interesting.
Just kind of, so like the soldiers are going to probably have a more combat oriented thing. Like that's how, yeah, just kind of a lot of fighting in the future,
Right.
probably. And then the seekers are just like searching out more lore and stuff. And then like the schemers is like spy thriller, political espionage type story going on, kind of.
Interesting.
But yeah, we had the soldiers, the section that was the soldiers table, and like they literally came to a fork in the road type of thing. Well, multiple forks in the road, and they're just like, you have to choose which path you're going down because they're chasing after someone.
Right.
And didn't know what path, which was kind of hilarious because they had a guy that's like a ranger with them, and he was like, all right, like trying to look at the tracks and stuff, and just the actor rolled horribly, and so he's like, yeah, I don't know, like and so then it was like eventually like got kind of a rule, and it's like, okay, well, it's not this one path. Like this path was like a dwarven path, and it was called the Pilgrim's Road, and it was used for like visiting like a shrine for the god of the dwarves or whatever, but all the gods in this world are dead, so doesn't get much use. And like,
fair.
all right. And so yeah, then it was just like it was down to 2 other paths, and it was kind of like one was like a forest, which this ranger knew because he's a ranger, and it's kind of in part of his backstory. Like the forest gets really dangerous at night,
Right.
and so he was like, "Can I see what?" Or he just asked the DM like, "What time of day it is?" And the DM's like, "Roll a perception check." And it's like, for the time of day, rolls absolutely horrible, and because he was like, if it's getting close to night, like I don't want to go into the forest type of thing, and I'll stay on the King's Road instead. And it was just like, it was just kind of like, it's kind of cloudy, and you can't really exactly tell what time it is.
Oh no.
Type of thing. And then I think somebody else was like, or so then he was like, all right, well, it's getting close to night, we should not go into the forest. And then someone else was able to figure out that like, oh, it's like not even noon yet, like we're fine. Like, so dude, it was so funny. But yeah, with that, then it's like they ended up going to the forest, and then in the forest they were on this cliff, and they could see down onto the King's Road, and they saw stuff happening on the King's Road, but it was like far enough away, like they can't do anything about it. And it was just like, so they're like, hey, there's this king from a different city, and like his King's Guard are moving down that road, and like don't necessarily know why. And so then yeah, one of the players was just kind of like asking out of character, just kind of like, oh, what does this all have to do with everything or whatever. And then Brennan, the DM, was just like, well, that's the cool thing about West Marches, is like you can see like some of the things you may see that you didn't cross paths with, like you'll see go by you, like in this case literally go by you, and it'll be something that one of the other tables has to deal with, which is just an insane concept. Like, it's like, yeah, if they had gone down the King's Road, then yeah, they would have ran into this other king and his King's Guard, but they didn't. And so potentially one of the other tables will run into that and have to figure out what all that's about. I don't know, it's a really cool concept, and I keep like being amazed at like the creativity and like how things are gonna turn out.
Hi, Creeper. Do you have estimates for when the stream ends? Usually I stream from 6 to 10 p.m. Mondays and Thursdays is usually when I stream. I know I'm being attacked. Tonight, sometimes it's 6:30 to 10. But just generally speaking, when I stream, it's 6 to 10 EST. Also, I decided to turn the game back on because I wanted to continue to watch the suffering that's happening. We were driving and then we fumbled.
Classic. You wouldn't have fumbled if you didn't turn it back on, you know?
That's exactly right. And actually, I think that hurts me in fantasy. Not too much, but yeah. Because I have Jordan Love as my starting quarterback.
That's crazy about football is like sometimes it seems like games are just like, hey, yeah, people are just going, like the teams are just going back and forth over the field, scoring and whatnot, and like no interceptions. And then like some games, it's like there's just both teams. It's just like everyone's intercepting everyone and fumbling, and like nobody's scoring. It's just like, what's going on? Like, I don't know. Some football games just seem like so, like, normal. Where it's just like, hey, yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're scoring. They're doing stuff. And then there's games like tonight where it's like,
they're scoring,
why is nobody doing anything? There's 5 seconds in the second half. Or in the first half. Like, just go to the locker room, scheme up something. For the love of God, do better.
It's like the coach is like, hey guys, so what the heck?
There's no way that they're going for it on 4th and I thought they were about to do a legit Hail Mary, and I got a little nervous.
Who starts with the ball second half?
Trying to figure that out right now. First scoreless first half on Monday Night Football since the Browns and Raiders in 2009.
Dang.
We're in great company.
The Browns and Raiders, ain't that a game and a half?
Philly receives the ball. So I can't wait to see the skit that kid puts together.
Philly gets the ball. Okay, so they're punting first.
This is just a fever dream of punting. I'm fully convinced that this is not even a game. And you know what's going to be even worse is that if this game continues how it is, I feel like somebody's going to win off a game-winning field goal.
Oh, yeah, probably. It's the game's overtime is 0-0. Or just like 0-3 final score. Anyone who has anything going on with fantasy is just boned.
Like, genuinely is. Like, what the hell?
The refs have a parlay to make.
That's. Yeah. I have to go get more bone meal. Yeah, we're definitely not fully finishing it tonight. Oh, I have to go get more bone meal. Son of a gun. But I'm going to be doing the detailing and extra detail, like extra decorations and such off camera, just because I feel like we're so close to being done with this. And low-key, I'm just like, let's just be done with it.
You mean sick and tired of looking at trees?
Did that tree just talk to me? Ooh. Oh no, it's the Lorax. That would be kind of funny though. It's just Lorax.
I'm gonna add the Lorax mod to the server while you're not looking. Oh, so Hermitcraft season 11 started.
Yes.
And Tango is making Decked Out 3.
You know,
Which I think is going to be bigger than Decked Out 2.
oh yeah, he already said it was going to be bigger than Decked Out too.
Yeah. Yeah. I watched his... I think he just has the one video out, but... Yeah, I'm going to try to keep up with that. It's because I really liked the Decked Out thing. One of the comments on this video was like, good news everyone, Etho's gonna have a way more consistent upload schedule because we have Decked Out.
You know what? That's fair though.
Yeah, I laughed so hard at that. It's so funny. But yeah, creaking and
this is gonna, like, I'm kind of half tempted to be like, where's the Hermitcraft 9 world download, just so I can play Decked Out too.
right.
We could do it together.
Yeah.
Honestly though, like, if we were to get enough people involved, we could totally do like some sort of series or mini series on like Decked Out seasons or whatever. I said seasons, not series. Shut up. Sorry, I was talking to my phone. Welcome back, Void.
But yeah, like, I know, I think it's the last Beyond Dusk season. I can't remember if it's Decked Out 2 or Decked Out 1 at that point.
Well, Beyond Dusk was 2021? I want to say season 1 or 2.
Yeah, I don't remember, but I know. Yeah, at one point Rebecca and I were gonna try to make a kind of a Decked Out-esque game.
I feel like I vaguely remember this being mentioned.
We like dug a big hole and we're like, yeah, trying to figure stuff out, and I don't remember what I had going on at that time. It's probably sick or something.
As I said earlier, when are you not sick?
It's either sick or like
Dying.
I was still working. One of those, probably. And then like being burnt out
And like,
all that.
I actually talked about this earlier. because Rescore mentioned in my chat that he wanted to do like a Hermitcraft-esque type thing with vintage story. You know, I kind of went off a little bit. It's like with my own experiences with how SMPs have gone in the past for me, like you need A, communication, B, commitment, and C, commitment.
Yeah. And
like,
you know, I think, yeah, like
at that time,
amount of people type of thing.
Yeah, and I mean at that time we were all a bit younger, so like we all we were all at different stages of our lives too.
Yeah, and
you
plus
know,
like
whether it was
because I was like COVID era stuff.
Yeah,
so, like just everything was
exactly.
So I think it was like, yeah, we were just kind of like kind of just looking for, at least like kind of looking back, I was like, okay, I feel like maybe a lot of us were just looking for an escape in like COVID lockdown stuff. So it's like, okay, like these are the only friendships that I can like do anything with.
Right.
Type of thing. So I feel like that was like part of it was, and like genuinely like, yeah, like I wasn't not friends with anyone, but I feel like that's the reason why we kind of stuck together as long as we did.
Oh yeah.
It's like we genuinely became like friends and stuff, but yeah, we also all had stuff going on and
like
wasn't ready
2020. 2020, like 2019, 2020. Yeah, I was just working a whole lot. And like I just never had the time, because that was when I was working 2 jobs.
Yeah.
And I had just dropped out of college too, so like my parents were especially on me about, like, if you're gonna do that, you're gonna work. So Soulspawn posted in our group chat saying, showing that YouTube was showing more money than what people were actually getting.
That's so stupid.
It's like, how does that even happen?
I don't know.
How do you even let that happen? Is another good question. But regardless, now I'm sad.
Sorry, we accidentally showed you were making too much money, so to make it up to you, you're just not gonna make any now. Oh, okay.
Better get my damn payout. But even as I said, I knew it was too good to be true. Like, I'm just waiting for that number to go back down. I mean, it'll go back down eventually. Just not right at that moment. Okay, what time is it? 9:52. Yeah, I think we're probably just going to spend the rest of this time throwing down some grass. Just making this look more overgrown. Harvesting all the flowers for dyes. I mean, technically, this forest is like the first kind of custom biome that's been worked on in this world, I think. Because you haven't really done too much, like...
No, I've just...
terraforming.
Like, the cliff in front of my castle is, like, partially terraformed, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's kind of basic. It's a very basic forest that I've made here. But I mean, it's still considered custom, I would think. Do you have a base? Yes, my base is my Dwarven Kingdom. That whole building there is my base. And same with Rhymewield is Roth's base. Oh no. Eagles are driving. All right. Yeah. So off camera, I'm gonna finish all these details and whatnot. Crap, not again. And yeah, next week we will probably do something with Melethor again. I know. We're kind of going back and forth between terraforming and a Dwarven Kingdom, but hey, you guys enjoy watching that stuff, right? I think you do. But I do think it is about time that we go ahead and say our goodbyes for the night here. Yeah. So don't go anywhere just yet, because I will be sending you guys on over to Roth, because he will still be streaming for at least a little bit longer. So make sure that you stick around for the raid. So with that being said, let's go ahead and say goodnight. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did and you haven't done so yet, make sure to hit that like button. Check out the links below for all of my social medias. Consider joining my community Discord as well. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want to see more Soulless World content just like this, consider subscribing as well. I'd greatly appreciate it. Join the Z fam today. And once again, thank you guys so much for getting me to 3,000 subscribers. Also, just want to say quickly, huge shout out and thank you to all my channel members. You guys are absolutely amazing. If you want to be absolutely amazing as well, consider becoming a channel member today. Never required, but always greatly appreciated. So, where's the thing? I'm looking for the thing. Ah, here it is. Here's the thing, so I can send you guys on over to Roth. Right. Why are you being silly? YouTube's being silly with me. Hold on a second, guys. I apologize. I was trying to make sure I wasn't gonna die while trying to say my goodbyes. So, content. Where the hell? Ah, there we go. Oh, what the hell? No. View live control. Edit. I swear I'm a good YouTuber. I know what I'm doing. There we go. I'm sending you guys on over to Roth. Have a great night. I'll see you guys again on Thursday. Bye-bye.